This is video continued from day 13 recovery, and in the message from the social worker that my autistic son would have to see in order to be able to get his scripts and everything, she did mention on that message, if you heard it, it slipped by me, but then I replayed it and heard it, was that they don't like to take private payments. They don't like to take private payments. I mean, what is that? You cannot pay cash to see a social worker? You cannot. And she says, well, I know they've accepted it before. Okay, so what? They're just gonna all of a sudden not take a cash payment and not understand that the problem with the insurance, if I show them all these dang letters. And so what, the next thing now, because she's putting it off till August 31st, that we'll have to come in and see her because hopefully the insurance will be figured out by then. Well, why can't they just take a cash payment? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. So, I mean, what's really funny is that the rules are a certain way until something else changes, and then they could change the rules, right in the middle. And it just doesn't seem fair. Okay, he has a disability, he has autism, and he needs to see the psychiatrist, he needs to see the social worker, and he needs his medicines. That's all he needs to do. And all of a sudden, they're not going to be able, they don't like to take private payments. Well, what? It's only temporarily until the insurance kicks back in. So, I mean, so what? Then this is what happened before we found out we didn't have insurance. We went to go in to see the social worker, and they told us we didn't have insurance. We didn't even know we didn't have insurance. And we're like, great, so we had to pay $75 to see the medical doctor. They took cash that day. So we went in to see him and everything, and then it came up to where the next month, though, he was going to have to see the psychiatrist, and we still didn't have medical insurance. So we had to pay $225, which really sucked. First of all, they told us it was going to be $125, and then when we got there at the window, the lady said, did they call you about the price reflection change yesterday? I said, no, they did not. Yeah, well, it's $225, not $125. So, I mean, this is crazy. You find out at the last second and everything. And I mean, okay, so they did it before where they took cash payments. Now, all of a sudden, now they don't like to do that. That's interesting. I think that they don't want to deal with these type of people. They don't want to deal with problems. So what they do is they just kick you out, can you, and everything else. And I think it's very unfair because when you need help, you can't get the help you need. And like I said originally, New Oakland, I don't believe that they're professional. I don't. I mean, any place that I've ever gone to when you have Medicaid is just like such a dive. It's such a dive. It really is. And it's like, not that you're saying you're great or anything, but I tell you what, you feel like you can counsel someone yourself better than what they do. I mean, the last lady we went in, they sent us up to see a social worker because we had to get into this new place, New Oakland. And so we're there, and all of a sudden we see her 2 times, but she never told us to begin with. She's not going to be there anymore, and they're going to transfer us to someone else because, she's pregnant, and now she's going on maternity leave. Okay, so let's just go switch to another counselor. So then we switch to that counselor, and then what happened? We seen that guy for a little while, and there was some problems with him, and I'll have to think about that. Maybe I can fill it in later. But then we got kicked out of the program, that's right, because we missed a visit that I called about, but it went past 30 days, so they kicked us out of the program, and I had to recertify. I had to go to court. I had to get the legal guardianship all set up and everything, and then so that was a prolonging things. And then when I had to go bring the legal guardian stuff in, I mean, every single time you go to do something, it's a problem. It really is. And it's really, really difficult out here for people with disabilities and people with mental issues. If you don't have someone behind you, backing you up and being there to guide and to bring up ideas, or to be your second brain, to remember what they say, you're kind of in trouble. And that's why I'm doing these videos. I call them like my video notebook because it just really helps me. And I got to have these. I got to do it. And I am posting them to Facebook, and I know some people don't want to hear personal or drama or, I'm sorry. It's my Facebook, and I can do just like you can do. And I'm not trying to be rude, but if somebody could put up places they go and people they see and everything else, why can't I put up my problems? I mean, it's the same. One way's good, one way's bad, but to me, that way's bad, my way's good. So It's just a difference of opinion. So I just had to make this video. I'm sorry. It's continued to day 13, day recovery, and I had to fill in some blanks. And thanks for watching. Sorry to upset you. I'm sure you can see my voice. I'm all hyper. I'm all like just, I'm sick of dealing with it. So as you can see, the last letter I got was July. I'm sure we'll get one by August, September, probably by November. But there's a new issue. There's a new issue when he comes up to be 19. Something about 2 months before he's 19, I got to do something too. So what I really think they're doing, I really think they're prolonging the whole thing and putting it off on purpose so that way it benefits them. And you know what? People think I'm paranoid, and I'm not paranoid. I can see it, and I know. I study and I look. So that's why I'm keeping track of it. I'm keeping track of it like this, and I'll show you how it works out. And hopefully this time through it that I'm making the videos, you know, and I'm even going to tell the people I'm going to make videos. I don't care. I had to tell them this time that I'd contacted Disability Network, that I'm checking into a lawyer. And then she told me on the phone at the Social Security, don't threaten me. I said, this is a threat to me. So I thought to myself, well, am I threatening you personally? I'm not threatening her personally. I said, I called Disability Network and I'm looking into a lawyer. Don't threaten me. How is that a threat? I don't know how that's a threat. So I told her, you know what? This is a threat to us. We have not had medical, and now we're not going to have Social Security. It's a threat to me. Anything could be a threat, however I want to say it's a threat. Just like she did. I wasn't threatening her personally. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to kick your butt or anything. She said, oh, I'm going to have to call you back, like the lady the week before. And I said, well, that's what they told me the last time. And I said, I've contacted Disability Network and I'm checking into a lawyer. She cut me right off. Don't threaten me. Before I could even get out of my mind. So, see, I just got to keep these videos. And thanks for watching. And thanks for letting me vent. But I got to keep them for memory. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Stay you, stay beautiful. And I love you.